Hi everyone. We're going to do a really quick tutorial here on the intro to Happy Together. Fortunately, this is something that you can play whether you have a low G or high G ukulele. It's not going to matter. And I'm also going to do a tutorial on the baritones because they can play it as well. So let's get started here. First of all, I'm going to set my metronome very slow. I'm going to have it at 60. Those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll play this intro so you can hear it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all it is right there. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's going to repeat twice, and then that'll be the whole intro. So let's take a look at this and break it down. First thing you want to get used to, I'm using my thumb and index finger. You're going to need to play 2 strings at one time. This is a 2-measure phrase, gets repeated, and we're going to use double strings while we're playing it. Now occasionally you're only playing 1 string. To start the riff off, there's that little, those are just, so you're not actually playing 2 strings at the same time. That's the pickup. But after that, and then there's another little pickup, then it's double strings. Very similar to the double stops on a violin when they're playing more than 1 string. And you'll notice this is more of a droning sound. There's really only 1 note change pretty much on this string. It's pretty much played open until you do toward the end there. So it's like a droning string that happens to go underneath the actual melody line being played. So the very first start of this, I'm using my thumb on the 2nd string, I'm using my index on the 1st, and you just go, and that's all that is, those first, that's the and of 4 to the 1, okay? Now after that, we're going to start plucking the strings, again, thumb and index finger, and it goes. That's very simply my index finger here on this first string, using 2nd finger and index. And while that's being played, I'm using my thumb to play the open E string. So now you put those together and you have like that, all right? So that's the first half of it. Now we're going to do basically the same thing again, except instead of starting with the open 2nd string, they're going to start with the 3rd fret on the 2nd to start that 2nd measure, okay? So the first one is bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Then it's okay, still open on the 1st string, but now you've got this 3rd fret, okay? So it goes, and again, these are not played together, it's thumb first, and that's the and 1, okay? So let's just get that much of it out. Now when you put that with the part we've just played, it goes, like that, okay? Now the rest of it, once we've done that, continues on just like it was before. And you'll notice we have this little double string here, so you're going to go, then 2 open, and then I use my index finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and I use my 2nd finger on the 4th fret on the 3rd string. And that's going to be a move here with your picking hand as well. You've been playing 1 and 2. Those notes go to 2 and 3, and then we're going to come back to an open sound like that, okay? So this second part goes. I'm lifting my hands here. My thumb's moving from 3rd and 2nd here down to 2nd and 1st, my thumb and index finger, okay? So let's put the whole thing together. It goes like this. and then that's going to repeat. All right, so let's try it with a repeat. 2, 3, 4. And that's the whole piece there. Now you'll notice in the tab, when you get to the end, and you have the that ends on 4, that very next and is the rolling back to the very beginning with the pickup. And that's how it starts itself over again, okay? So you're going to get, let's do this with the metronome. Again, I was at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And that's the whole phrase right there. So break it down, take it slow. 90% of the phrase is the same, other than that's how the first one starts. The second measure starts just one finger different. And then you do have the open like that. All right? And that's the intro to Happy Together for the ukulele.